Hello, and welcome back to the vlog. If you are new here, my name is Maya, and I am a bodybuilder who competes in the NPC Fit Model division. I am also a Pilates instructor. I am an online one-to-one fitness and nutrition coach, and I sell real estate. So if you are new here, thank you for joining me. If you are returning, love you so much. Today, I wanted to film just kind of like a what I eat in a day video. We are officially, as of today, 4 weeks out. I may blur that, I'm not sure. But with that, we have adjusted our protocol once again. I know the last time I chatted with you would have been this past Tuesday, which would have been August 4th, I believe. And it is currently Friday, August 7th. So last time I had chatted with you, weight had not budged. We were still sitting at 113.8. So coach made some drastic adjustments to our protocol. So let's get into what they were. Number one, we lowered food quite significantly. We did pull 80 grams of carbs and 10 grams of fat. So that adjustment worked out to be about a 400 calorie drop. So we are now sitting just over 2,000 calories each and every day. I'm not doing any sort of carb cycling or whatever, just each and every day, just over 2,000 calories. Then for cardio, we did adjust cardio. I was doing 20 minutes, 5 times a week, steady state, heart rate above 135. But we did adjust it to now 45 minutes, 6 times a week, still staying with that steady state heart rate above 135. So a little bit of an adjustment for cardio. I've completed 3 of my sessions since then. So I did my Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and it's not terrible, but yesterday sucked. I will say that. I've still been struggling with sleep. I'm not going to talk about it. You already know the drill. It's been something ongoing. So I think that that's just been catching up to me. If I have a really bad night, I had 2 nights this week where I didn't sleep at all. At all, zero. Open my Aura ring, girl, what? It sucked on those days. But other than that, it is what it is. And I will say yesterday while I was doing my session and I was really struggling, all I just kept thinking to myself was okay, I need to just make it through to 20 minutes. Okay, then I just need to make it through to 30. And I was I kind of caught myself negotiating with myself, being okay, once I get to 30, I'll stop and I'll do the 15 minutes later once I get home. And then I got to 30 and I was girl, you can get to 35. And it was just I was almost negotiating with myself. And then I kind of got to the point where I was why am I even negotiating with myself? I'm here right now. Why would I not do it right now? Why would I even give myself the option to put it off? Because I just want to get it over with, And I honestly could have very well just put it off and not done it, because I did do my Pilates class in the morning, which probably is more cardio, but I'm going to stick to the plan. I'm not going to cut myself any slack. I want to make sure that I am being true to myself, being true to my goals, and not slacking, even though I really wanted to, even though it was really sweaty, even though it was a long day and I had to go and freaking work after. I still did it and it was fine. Everything was fine. I'm going to get through it each and every day. It's just that mental battle. The mental is truly the hardest part. So that is the cardio update. And then for our step count, we did up our step count as well. I was previously sitting at 10K steps a day. We have now upped it to 12.5, which honestly has been very attainable. It's been so beautiful out. So we've just been taking the dog for a walk in the evening, which has been really, really nice. This just helps me get those extra. I normally have about 4,000 steps to hit once I reach the end of my day. So just we have a loop that gives me about my 4,000 steps. So it's been a really great routine. So those are the protocol updates. But with my protocol updates, with my lower food, I wanted to run you through a full day of eating just so I can show you how my meals are looking, because honestly, I eat a lot of the same meals. It's just different quantities, I guess. Just kind of showing you that you can truly eat what you want and what you love just by tweaking it to fit your macros. So that's kind of the idea for today. I did have a little bit of a slower morning. It is currently 8:45 right now. And the reason why I'm having a bit of a slower morning is because my first showing is not until 10 o'clock. So I do have to head out in about 45 minutes, but I'm going to be heading into town, have some showings this morning. And then after my showings, I'm just going to be heading to the gym, getting my lift in. I really want to do a posing session today. I've been forgetting my heels. Like if I do a check-in on Tuesday, I check in down in my basement, and then I've been forgetting my heels. And then yesterday I was on a time crunch with the gym just because I did have to work after I had some showings after my lift. So I really want to set the time aside for a posing session, because if I want to be a pro, I need to act like a pro, and I need to pose, and I need to vacuum, and I need to hit my meals and do everything. If I want that lifestyle, I have to embody it, right? So that is my goal for today. But I had my coffee this morning, which you would have seen, with my glutamine drink and vitamins beforehand, of course. But coffee was 15 milliliters of the Skinny Girl sugar-free syrup. And then I did about 30 milliliters of just 3% milk. And I did have a bigger coffee this morning because I slept pretty poorly last night again. It's fine. Having my coffee, I had a little bit of a journaling session. I read a chapter of my book, and I went out, let my chickens out, collected some eggs. You saw I washed my eggs up and put them in the cartons. I sell my eggs. Like, we just get so many eggs that I have some people, just like friends of mine, it's not like a big commercial operation, but I have some friends of mine who do enjoy the eggs. So we do sell them. So just washing them up, prepping them for them. I'm bringing some eggs into town today to do a delivery for one of the girlies that I work with. And then of course went and checked out on my garden, have some things growing. It's really, really beautiful out this morning, and just trying to quiet my mind, I think, and just feel a sense of peace and just gratitude for where I'm at in life, because it's very easy for me to get into my own head. And last night I was definitely kind of in that circle. My mindset's been in a really weird spot lately, so I've been trying to focus on doing the things I can to get myself in a better position. Anyways, really long intro. Let's get into my first meal because I need to eat and then get changed and get ready for work. But my first meal is my cheesecake oats. I feel like this is honestly just such a staple, and I do prep this obviously the night before. It is an overnight oats recipe. Anyone that I give this recipe to, they freaking love it. So it is a staple. Let me tell you what I put in here. So in my cheesecake overnight oats, I start with 40 grams of quick oats. Then I add in 145 grams of 0% plain Greek yogurt. I do 50 milliliters of 3% milk. That's just the milk that I have. If you want to use 1%, 2%, silk almond milk, whatever fits your macros best, go ahead and do that. And then to sweeten it up, because it is just the plain yogurt, I put in 10 milliliters of that sugar-free caramel syrup that I put in my coffee. And I mix that all up. It kind of turns into like a creamy, I don't know how to describe it. You just gotta try it. And then I top it off with 50 grams of blueberries and 10 grams of the all-natural peanut butter. And then you just throw it in the fridge, let it sit overnight, and the consistency is like very thick. When I did have more oats in here, I did use more milk. However, since we adjusted the quantity of oats, I did just drop my liquid down because I do like it when it's thicker. But yeah, like, look at this consistency. It is so thick and it is so good. So I'm going to eat this up, get ready for work, pack all my bags, and then head into town. And I will see you at my next meal. Bye. Hello. I am all ready for work. So we're going to be packing our lunch bag just so that I'm all set for whatever life throws at me. Because when I leave the house, I take everything but the kitchen sink. Okay, so number one, I pack my pre-workout meal. This is my cream of rice, which I will of course go over with you when I'm actually about to eat it. And then I already have my 2 Quaker chocolate rice cakes prepped in my bag in here. That is my pre-workout meal, so that is going in. I also pack my post-workout meal. So this is just my rice, my chicken, and then I do throw in an avocado as well. And I will eat that after my lift. And then of course my cutlery, I forget this often, so we were not forgetting today. And then of course I have my little lunch bag knife to cut my avocado. Food scale, as always, goes in my little front pocket here, and then an ice pack. So lunch bag is packed. This comes with me everywhere that I go. I am also going to pack up my eggs because, like I mentioned, I'm going to be delivering some eggs today to one of the girls that I work with. So I'm going to pack those up in a cooler with some ice packs. So we of course have our water. I do have my pre-workout and like my creatine and stuff already in my gym bag. So I just put that in my water once I actually get to the gym and I am ready to work out. I'm gonna give you a quick little fit check to show you what I'm wearing to work today, and then we are gonna head out. So for today's outfit, we have a pair of like kind of wide, kind of not super wide leg jeans from H&M. Then I honestly thrifted this little sweater vest. I honestly don't know where it's from. I thrifted it. I thrifted my little wedges as well. And then I thrifted my little wicker bag. So this is the outfit. I of course have my gym fit packed in my bag. And yeah, we are gonna head into town, get to work, and then I will run you through when I eat my pre-workout meal. Hello vlog, it is time for meal number 2, aka my pre-workout meal. It is currently 11:04 and I am in between appointments. My next showing is at 11:30, so I wanted to run you through what my pre-workout meal is. Am I eating it in my car? Yes I am. My pre-workout meal is of course my Elevate cream of rice. I've been loving the blueberry flavor lately. So the blueberry muffin flavor, Elevate, if you're watching this, please sponsor me. I eat you every single day. I love you so much. So my pre-workout meal macros for it are 63 grams of carbs, 10 grams of fat, 30 grams of protein, and it is 47 grams of the Elevate blueberry muffin cream of rice. It is 24 grams of protein powder. I just use the Ice-A-Gold vanilla milkshake protein powder. I mix it in after I cook my cream of rice. And then we have 13 grams of peanut butter, natural peanut butter on here. And we have an 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, and then a 1/16 of a teaspoon of salt, half of an 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. So that is how much salt we have in here. And then I do have my 2 Quaker chocolate caramel rice cakes, which I crumble up in my little baggie. And then I put them in here, mix it all together. This is my pre-workout meal. I'm gonna be lifting after my next showing, so I am going to be hopefully lifting within like an hour and a half, so that'll give me a little bit of time to digest. And yeah, I'm gonna crumple these up, put them in, and then we are gonna hit the road, and I'm gonna be driving and eating this to my next appointment. I also obviously make this the night before and I let it sit. I like it cold. I don't like eating my cream of rice warm. I find that it sets up nice and cakey, and overall texture, flavor, just much better when it is cold. Okay, this is about as good as it's gonna get, so I am going to put my GPS in and head out. I will see you at my next meal. Hello, we've had a complete change of plans. My day has gotten away from me, and I in fact did not work out after my showing. So my meals are gonna be a bit messed up today. Normally this is my post-workout meal, but after I showed that property, I ended up having to write an offer, and so I wasn't able to go to the gym right away. I had to drive around, meet up with, anyways. The joys of being flexible with your job. So anyways, I wanted to just show you what this meal is. I'm actually not even gonna eat it right now, which is why I'm not fully making it. I'm gonna eat it probably in about an hour before I head back to the gym-ish. So this is gonna be kind of like my pre-workout meal, but I just wanted to like show you what it is, tell you what it is, because I don't wanna show you me eating another meal in the car because it's really depressing, but that's probably what it's gonna be, is me eating this cold in the car later. So like I said, this is normally my post-workout meal. Today's just a bit messy. Of course, the day that I like want to film, things just kind of get out of hand. My post-workout meal is 222 grams of cooked basmati rice. We have 85 grams of chicken breast, 5 grams of Tabasco, 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, and then I would put 35 grams of avocado in there. Once again, I'm not eating this right now. I just wanted to show it to you. Just that I'm not literally sitting in the car explaining this again. Yeah. So the macros for this meal are 63 grams of carbs, 8 grams of fat, 30 grams of protein. And you will kind of notice throughout the day, like all my meals have pretty well 30 grams of protein spread out fairly evenly throughout the day. Yes, that is my post-workout meal today, pre-workout. And then I will have like just my other chicken and rice meal when I get home. If you are my coach watching this, I'm so sorry, but I need to work, and this is just how it goes sometimes. So just being open and honest with you, I'm not perfect. I do my best, but work has to take priority sometimes, and bodybuilding is a hobby. It is not my entire life. So that's that. I am going to get rocking again. I do have to drive back into town. I did end up having to come back to my house because I forgot my laptop charger. Yep, it's always something. It's always something. So that is why I wanted to just do this quickly. And then I'm going to be heading back into town, going to my office, getting that signed up. And then we will keep the day rolling from there, okay? Just another day in the life. Nothing is ever perfect, and it doesn't need to be, as long as you're able to pivot and as long as you're able to just kind of roll with it and make things work in the best way that you can. That's literally all that we can do. It's all that I can control right now. So I am going to just focus on that and have a great rest of my day. I'm not gonna let this throw me off my game, and you should not too, because those who are the most successful are those who are able to pivot. Okay? Mic drop. Okay, bye. It's almost 4 o'clock and I am just about to head to the gym. Finally, I sent my paperwork in. I'm done work for now. So I wanted to show you my pre-workout. I have been absolutely loving using the Believe Supplements Pre-Fuel. This is my favorite pre-workout of all time. Code Maya saves you 15%. And you support me, and I love you lots if you use my code. And then of course stacking it with my creatine monohydrate. You already know the drill. If you were in the gym, you definitely need to be taking creatine. So 1 scoop of this, 1 scoop of this, absolutely gas. I get the best pumps from this. I'm going to put my little pre-workout drink together, head over to the gym, get my lift in, get my 45 of cardio done, and then head home. And we are now waiting for an offer until 9 p.m. tonight. So I'm going to get to it, and I will see you at my next meal. We are back. I am back from the gym, and we are having our meal number 4 of the day. This is technically my post-workout meal today, but it's not normally my post-workout meal. And I also have Ty with me. He is also having dinner. I will tell you what I'm having first. We are, of course, having our rice, chicken, banana, and avocado. So macros for this meal are 59 grams of carbs, 8 grams of fat, 27 grams of protein, and we have 125 grams of basmati rice, 80 grams of chicken breast, 35 grams of avocado, 85 grams of banana, 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, and 7 grams of sriracha. And that is my dinner. And Ty, what do we have?
We're dealing with a big quesadilla here, folks, with a shit ton of rice on top, and we got some Greek yogurt. I'm gonna top that off with a little seasoning salt. Good luck.
That is our dinner, everyone. We are going to sit outside and enjoy the sunshine, the fresh air. It is a Friday evening, so I will see you at my next meal. Bye. Hello vlog, we are back. This is the last meal of the day, and if you know anything about me, you know that this is my Ninja Creamy. I have a Ninja Creamy every single night, and of course we have our Ninja Creamy with an apple cinnamon tea bag, and that's the evening routine. I literally have one every single night. Depending on what my macros are, I just adjust accordingly. So let me pull up my macros for this creamy. So macros for the creamy are 17 grams of carbs, 11 grams of fat, and 35 grams of protein. What we have in here is 150 milliliters of 3% milk, and then I top it up to 300 milliliters just with water, so 150 milliliters of water. We then have 30 grams, aka 1 scoop, of my Isogold vanilla milkshake protein powder, and I just kind of like stir that in with like a coffee frother. I then put 50 grams of frozen blueberries in here, and then 10 grams of all natural peanut butter. I freeze that, and then I spin it on light ice cream once, run it under some hot water, spin it on light ice cream a second time. Consistency comes out perfect every single time, like Dairy Queen could never. And I do top it with 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. If you are not salting your creamy, you are missing out. Normally I would put it in a bowl and salt it, but honestly I'm being lazy and I'm just going to do it in this little container here and then mix it up. So I always, whenever I measure my salt, I always measure with my 1/8 of a teaspoon. I know I've said that a few times today, so that is how I measure my salt. And then whenever I do a half, I just do half of one of these. So that is the nighttime meal. We're gonna go sit out on the porch and enjoy our Friday evening, but I just wanted to end the vlog out here. So if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. And this is your reminder that you can still enjoy what you eat and reach your goals, okay? Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, and I hope that you have an amazing day, and I will see you next time. Bye.